StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between ATOY and TdD on New Gettysburg, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, representing Terran players everywhere, it is the red Terran, TdD. And in the bottom left side of the map, hailing from Zergland, it is the blue Zerg player, ATOY. Ah, a little StarCraft's logo there, which means he invited a friend. To play StarCraft 2. And that's where this spinning logo comes from. Alright, so a TVZ for you guys this week, your favorite matchup. And those of you who enjoy MidRank Madness, you're welcome for this week's cast. If you would like to submit a replay to MidRank Madness, go ahead and do so to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. I will send them all to my screeners. They will take a look at them, and the best ones will get sent back to me. I will cast those, and everybody will be happy. Again, this is an examination of the week of the gold, platinum, and diamond levels of StarCraft 2. A lot of people live in this area. A lot of people. And they kind of get ignored, right? A lot of people cast the high-level stuff. A lot of people cast the low-level stuff. But we don't really see a whole lot of, gold or platinum type things on these channels, so I figured, hey, everybody deserves a look, so one of my 14 casts every week is devoted to these guys and gals, etc., etc. Looks all the world like it's going to be a Reaper expand out of TdD. Crap, get the list, Falcon. It is a Reaper. It is a Reaper. Hurry, run, go, get out of that list. No, that's not the right one. Over here to the Reaper one. There it is. This Reaper's name is Kaladin Stormblessed. Oh, such a good one. This is from the Stormlight Archives. It is a series currently in progress being written by Brandon Sanderson. And I love it. It is so good. He's only 2 books in, and he's planning on writing 10. So, I mean, we have a long way to go, but one of the main characters, if not, is he the main character? Probably, is Kaladin Stormblessed. He's just a really great character. He's got a lot of depth. He's a good dude. A lot of just amazing stuff happens to him. He does a lot of crazy things too, and it's just one of the more just compelling characters I've ever read. So this is Kaladin Stormblessed, forced to put on the Reaper suit and go try to kill Zerg. So we'll see how he responds to this. It's very similar to a situation the actual Kaladin Stormblessed finds himself in the books. So he's going to go after some of these drones. There are no lings out. Oh no, drones! No, don't fight the Reaper. Turn yourselves, KD8 charge. Boom. Trying to take out that egg. Did he actually kill that? Or that egg hatch? I think that egg might have hatched. So, Zerg players, this is why you get about 4 lings while you're waiting for those queens to come out to deal with this Reaper. Wow, 3 kills. Is that 3 drone kills for this guy? 3 drone kills for this guy. Well done, Kaladin. Now, I don't think I could put you in the Reaper Hall of Fame because this is a lower level cast. You'd have to like really blow my socks off, like get 15 kills or maybe 10. To make it there, but yeah, at this point, well done. 3 drone kills. I mean, even though it was the Zerg player who messed up, right? Didn't make those early lings, those early 4 lings that you really got to make. He had the spawning pool. He had it ready to go as an Overlord gets taken out over here, but does get a full scout off on his opponent's base. Yeah, just you got to have the 4 lings. Stay on the creep with them. See this? Oh, the speed just finished. Get out of there, Kaladin. Oh, he tries to hop down. But somehow he died in mid-flight, and his corpse fell to the ground below. He was already dead, though. He was already dead. Speed kicked in at just the right time for ATOY. Holy cow. Holy cow. Drone's heading out. Is Drone going to take a sneaky 3rd base at the top? Sneaky Ninja 3rd. Out of ATOY. TdD, you got to do something about this, man. You got to do this. It looks like he is doing... It looks like he might be trying to do that 5-minute double medevac full marine drop stuff that we see a lot of in StarCraft 2, but... the timing seems to be a little bit off here, so we're not going to do that. Double engineering base at the front of the natural base. Starport not doing anything. If you're going to make a starport, you got to do something with that. Starport is the thing. I think he's waiting for this reactor off of the factory to come swap it, but I mean, the time it took to wait for the factory to do that, he might as well have just made a reactor himself with that starport. So there it is. Starport now is reactored. And we're going to see some medevacs anytime now. Anytime now, TdD. You've got the money. Yes, there we go. Double medevac here. Marine count looking good. So it is going to be the 5-minute drop. And it's just going to be a little teeny tiny bit late, which at the mid-rank madness level is what we should expect. Timings are going to be a little bit later. Micro not as good. Macro also not as good. And just decision making in general is going to struggle, especially as the game goes on. We get more and more battles and more things taking the player's attention. Injects should also hurt as well. So far, so good for ATOY. He's only about 30 energy, but he is losing out on his opportunity to have awesome injects right now. But again, attention likely elsewhere. This Queen 2 could handle an inject. Look, he's just spreading a whole ton of creep is what he's working on. He's got, wow. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creep tumors on the leading edge of his creep spread, heading all directions in a fan from his natural base. I like that a lot. But here come the Marines inside the medevacs. This is going to be interesting. What's in production here? A lot of Lings are here for ATOY, but Lings are not that great against stimmed Marines, and they will have stim by the time these guys land. So this is why you want to land just outside the creep so Queens can't shoot you down like this with a range of 8, which is crazy times. That Queen is trying to get that medevac, but she's going to die unless she runs, and she's running. She is running. She's getting out of here. Throw down a scan. Kills one. There we go. Killing a creep tumor. Scan is up. Good stutter step here from TdD, actually. Very impressive. Killing all these creep tumors that ATOY worked so hard to do. Oh, so hard to throw those down. The Lings coming back in again, getting a bit of a surround on these Marines, killing a few of them. The stutter step micro pretty good here. The heals, oh man, cleans out all of those Lings. Lost a couple Marines, but it was definitely worth it. Chasing down an Overlord here. Blorp does not supply block ATOY because he's lost so much stuff to this point. But again, the Lings are keeping the Marines away from the mineral lines, which is what they're here to do. A little bit overstimmed here. A couple more Marines die. Remaining Marines are going to take down these Queens, but one of the medevacs is gone. The Queens should really take down this remaining medevac. Good transfuse. And they do manage to force everybody back. And they pick off the medevac. Oh, nice hold there by ATOY. I think maybe he lost a little too many Lings unnecessarily. 28 Lings died. And a Queen in exchange for 13 Marines and 2 medevacs. So that's probably, let's take a look. Resources lost. Yeah, fairly even. 1,200 to 1,100 resources lost. And that includes the drones that the Zerg player has lost as well. So overall, that's pretty even exchange. I mean, losing all those Lings in exchange for all of those Marines and those medevacs, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So income is 48 to 39 Harvesters. ATOY has a nice lead. He's got this gold base running. Not super saturated. If you're going to take a sneaky gold base, I'd recommend you saturate the whole thing just immediately. Like if you have to undersaturate your natural, do it. Just go for the gold if you're going to take it. Third base now on the way from TdD here at the 7-minute mark. That's pretty aggressive, and I like it. I like to see aggression from these lower levels of play. Barracks on the way from TdD, going very heavy on this bio. Once again, trying to drop on the creep, but roaches are out, Queens are out. Killed one of the Queens, making it 3 Queens that have lost their lives thus far. Overlord for ATOY, scouting out this third base under construction by TdD, and it looks like ATOY is going pretty heavy in these roaches. He's got a baneling nest on the way. He's got 8 roaches already, soon to be 11. Going glial reconstitution and +1 missile attack to go along with his +1 ground carapace. So he might be going for this Roach Ravager stuff, which, as we all know, works really well in ZVT until about the 14-minute mark. After that, you're on your own. And maybe that little window is a bit bigger. It lasts a little bit longer against lower-level opponents. We'll have to see if that happens or not. Hydralisk Den and an Infestation Pit coming in for ATOY. So he is teching up hard right now, trying to take a 4th base at the place the 3rd usually goes. Scanning in the Marines, take out the drone who's going to pull down that 4th. A lot of Lings, a lot of roaches here, but the stutter step is really good out of TdD. He killed all them Lings. So many roaches and Ravagers, though. Just pick up and go. Pick up and go. He did. He picked up and he went. Corrosive Bile is dodged very ably. Nicely done there by TdD, but good hold once again by ATOY. So consistent pressure being applied here by TdD. ATOY is holding it. Holding it well, and especially this Roach Ravager stuff with the upgrades that they have. +1/+1. Excellent. Swarm Host. Hey, Swarm Hosts are on the way for ATOY. Oh, and a Nidus Network, too. Is he going to try this Nidus Swarm Host thing against a Terran player? We've seen it used to great effect against Protoss. I don't think we've ever seen it against a Terran. Trying to drop here inside the main base now as TdD. Spore Crawler doing a lot of shots on those medevacs. And, yeah, get out of there. Run. Leaving behind a Marauder and a Marine to die. Yeah, these Overlord placements and Creep Spread placements are excellent for ATOY. They're letting him see everything that TdD attempts to do. And here comes a flying tank to augment the army for TdD. But, yeah, I don't know if you want to come out of there. He's on the little narrow passageway. If he comes out, he's coming into a concave of ATOY. And I don't think you want to do that. So he is retreating. He's heading back home along this little narrow path. And where is that Nidus Network going to explode? Where's it going to go? There's the network. And the Nidus Worm is going to hatch at some place. Speed Overlord coming in. Possibly right here, right? Right here. You unburrow. Yep. Right here. You throw the Swarm Host out, you send the Locust over this way to do damage to the main base, and then you throw him back into the Knight of Swarm. Does he still not know about that base up north? Still does not know about that base up north. If he takes the Zelnaga Watchtower, I think he'll be able to see it, but he's walking right past it without being able to see it at all. Knight of Swarm is here. Time to eject those Swarm Hosts. Let's go. Let's go, ATOY. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. All right. All right. I think that... There we go. I was going to say, you got to do it at some point here. That's a lot of Swarm Hosts. That is a big number. There are 10 Swarm Hosts on the field. There's the expulsion of Locusts. They're going to fly into this main base. Meanwhile, the army shows up to this 4th hatch with its under construction. It's going to die. Get the cancel. Doesn't get the cancels. Locusts are landing. They're going right after this orbital command, and they're going to take it down so quickly, then try to kill all of the SCVs. What an incredibly damaging attack. There by ATOY. Whoa. 14 SCVs have died. I think they all died right there. Army coming in, fresh from their victory off, taking down the 4th. Banelings trying to get hits as they can. Huge hits on that left and middle side. Tank does not get picked up. TdD forced to retreat once again with Marines and Marauders. Again, that's a difference you'll see between the pros and these guys. Even GM level in these guys is the ability to pick up the units in trouble in a second's notice and get them out of there. That tank had medevacs overhead, but TdD couldn't save it, and it ended up getting killed instead there. Has he checked that out yet? Still doesn't know about Secret Gold Base. Oh, TdD, if only you knew. If only you knew. Another Knight of Swarm coming up here. He's going to try to harass the 3rd base with it from the base to the north. Locusts flying on in. Going to go after this factory, I guess. TdD hasn't even bothered replacing his main. That's very interesting. Factory dies instantly. Good golly. Or at least almost instantly, but does get lifted off at the last second. It is burning. And I think it might go down. Reactor, all add-ons just completely out there. Factory down to 30 hit points. Save it. Save it, TdD. I don't know if he can. Meanwhile, Marines and Marauders doing another attack here. Corrosive Biles trying to land. Good stutter step backward, though, by TdD. He's got that down. He's got it pretty down, but this is a lot of Roach, a lot of Hydra. With the upgrades of the +1, +1, +2, +2 here for TdD, but I just feel like he doesn't quite have the macro to make it happen. Army value definitely favors the Zerg, about 6,000 to, wow, about 3,000, doubling up the Terran player right now. Locust flying into this 3rd base now, going after supply depots. Sure, why not? Supply depots can die. And never mind changing their attacks to go after the SCVs. Nope. Orbital command. They're changing their target a lot here, is what I'm trying to say. Locusts are trying to get rid of the SCVs. And there goes that 3rd base. Oh, the Swarm Host play is working super well here. Just beautifully well. The Knight of Swarm does get taken out by Marines as well as the Overlord. That was spotting for it. Did he lose a Swarm Host there? No, no Swarm Hosts have died so far. So we're looking at a 3 base versus essentially a 1 base right now. TdD is in a lot of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to make this happen. He's replanning his 3rd. Locust flying in here again into the main base. Liberator trying to set up shop, trying to set up a defender mode circle where the Swarm Hosts come out so they will die, which seems like a pretty good idea. But Locust killing a refinery. Both the refineries getting taken out so quickly. Man, Locust hit hard, and then they die. So at least they don't last forever. That's nice, right? That's right. Nice. Hive on the way. 13-minute Hive from TdD getting +2 missile attack. Trying to go against this very heavy Hydra. Roach composition. Banelings getting hits in the front. Getting targeted fairly well, but there are just too many of them. And actually, TdD pushing in with his Marines and his Marauders with that +2/+2 and the stim and the combat shield. Can he get up into this base? He's trying to get up here into the natural. Baneling's getting some nice hits there. Hydra is not doing so well in the situation. Locust, though, forcing a full retreat, immediate retreat from TdD, recognizing the danger of the Locust. Land and kill this base. Land and kill this base. There we go. Landing and killing this replacement base. Actually, triple expanding now is ATOY. And he's going to lose this hatchery to the right of his natural. The one to the north and to the north of that are still on the way. And, yep, still out of the vision of TdD. Knight of Swarm exploding again here at the location of a potential 4th from TdD, but actually taking the base just to the left of that. Swarm Host coming right on out. And where are these Locusts going to go? That's the question of the day. They're actually very bravely going away from that Knight of Swarm, throwing down their Locusts and then retreating as quickly as they can. Locusts on top of this mineral line. Oh, the SCV massacre. 38 workers have died so far. Knight of Swarm. Another Knight of Swarm coming up as well. The army coming right on in to kill Knight of Swarm number 1. Number 2 might actually survive depending on what TdD does. He's coming up the stairs, and he's going to kill this one. Absolutely. Boop, Nidus Swarm gone. So he's killed a lot of Nidus Swarms, which is great, but he's down 171 to 71 total supply. Roaches and Lings here for ATOY, trying to deal with this army, but that Marauder count is high. It is really high. 12 workers to 61. ATOY, at this point, is just basically toying with his opponent. Pun intended. I'm a dad. I can do that kind of thing. Baneling's trying to morph in, though, and I don't think any of them are going to finish. Nope, none of them do. Nice job by TdD taking down those Banes. That's a lot of dead Banelings. 33 Banelings lost. Woo. Finally. Oh, he does scout out secret gold base, but it's essentially mined out at this point. There is about 140 minerals left here. All these drones dying is not a good thing. Not a good thing for ATOY, though. Losing the hatch means production facilities are gone, but again, triple expanding here as ATOY. Left side, just to the top of the left side, and then to the right of that. Some Hydras pop out, get murdered. Hydras are just not great against Bio with upgrades. They're really not. They're really not. So, I mean, ATOY, can he come back? The thing is, he needs something to deal with the Swarm Hosts. He can handle the rest of it, I think. Especially if he has the time to go for +3/+3, which I'm not sure that he does. This might be what's left for TdD. His production tab is blank right now. The Lings are here, getting murdered at the front, trying to hold on. Corrosive Biles, are they going to land? Yes, getting some nice hits with Corrosive Biles. Banelings on the left side once again. But standing on in, these Hydras in the front not doing very well for themselves. And once again, it looks like ATOY is forced to retreat. TdD chasing him down with the Banes, with the Marauders. Some of these guys have some good kill counts. Going to try to take out some of these creep tumors, and the Swarm Hosts are here. Immediately retreating as TdD. Then coming back on in, trying to kill a Queen. Gets the Queen. Gets some of the Hydras. Get out of there. Locusts are here. Run. One of the Marauders gets pinned and murdered by the Locusts, but picking up and boosting out are the medevacs once again. That's the thing. ATOY's army is not super mobile. Not super mobile. Do you not know about this third base here?
Our base is under attack.
He does not. Oh, someone's got Kerrigan voice talking to him when they get attacked. All right, so this hatch here, what is it? Essentially a fourth base for ATOY is going to fall down. Kabloop. Nobody was mining here, though. So, I mean, yes, ATOY has a lot of workers, but he essentially has this one mining base, which is not great. Not very good. Super oversaturated. His other base is going to die. TdD is actually back to producing units. Can he come back and win this thing? TdD, man, he's down 104 to 64 total supply, but again, he has mobility. He has Marines and Marauders with concussive shells and all that stuff. Reinforcements are coming in to assist as well. Another Nidus Swarm hatching right in the middle of Nowhereville, actually kind of between this fourth and third base that TdD is trying to resaturate. He could probably take this network down if he's paying attention to it. I'm not sure that he is. There's the worm. There's the worm. Marauder is here. Marines and Marauders trying to take out that worm first, and they are going to be able to get it. No, they're getting distracted by the Locust. Oh, Marauder finally takes it out. Does take it out. Locusts do not do as much damage as they wanted to unless they can get this orbital command in about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so killing a mule and an SCV, but can't get the orbital command. They do expire. So TdD, man, more Banelings coming in. Marauders at the front absorbing those hits. Absolutely absorbing those hits. Retreating back. He can handle this army. Yes, you can. Hydras and Ravagers against Marines and Marauders. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Going to take care of that army for sure. I'm not sure what ATOY has left here, you guys. He has those Swarm Hosts, but it's 2 Hydras and 3 Queens is all there is. Oh, here they are. The 2 Hydras and 3 Queens. Ravagers gone as well. Some Lings popping out right now. Not going to happen. Roaches against Marauders. Nope. They're gone immediately as well. Roach count dead. So many dead roaches in this game. 29. Trying to sit here on top of this ramp, this Queen with the Hydras, but Marauders don't do extra damage versus Hydras, but Hydras are little glass cannons, and they're going to die super quickly there, especially with medevac support. So TdD has this Marauder hit group that he's trying to take out this the natural base with. The natural is entirely mined out, so I'm not sure how much ATOY cares, but losing stuff at this point in the game is not super ideal. Locust coming into this third base. They're going to deal with all of these SCVs. TdD's down to 6 workers right now, losing yet another command center, unless he can repair that one, and I'm not sure that he can. Does he not know about that? He doesn't know about this base. TdD does not know about the third base that ATOY has. If he did, I feel like he could handle it. There are a couple spine crawlers there, but that is it. But that is it. Marauders, Marines, can they do this thing? Lings, Roaches coming in again. I don't know that Roaches are a great idea, but Lings, if they can absorb those hits, might be able to make it happen. More reinforcing Marauders coming on in to join up. Oh, don't get lost. Don't get lost, Marauders. Good with your friends. Okay, they're going to get there. They're going to get there. Locust's going to deal with his 4th base from TdD. Good lift, though. Oh, he just dropped those mules. Ah, he just dropped those mules, and they're gone. That hurts. That hurts. I mean, they're free units, but still. But still, it is a painful experience. Locust checking for a 3rd. TdD is down to... Does he really only have 1 command center right now? 2. He's got 2 orbital commands. They're trying to fly to places where they will not be discovered by the Zerg swarm. And here we go. Banelings. Oh, losing more. Morphing in Banelings is ATOY. Losing yet another queen. Roaches and Hydras coming from the backside. I feel like TdD is going to win this battle, though. Again, the Roach is just so bad. Infester, not enough energy to throw down a fungal growth. I don't know about this. Trying to focus down individual Marauders. The Infester does end up dead. Infested Terran dies before it can hatch out of its egg, pushing up into this 3rd base, chasing down Stimming. And then being chased away by a single spine crawler. Another queen dies. Queen death count is high. 9 queens have died so far in this game. 9. There's a lot of queens. And Marauder hit squad just doing that. Oh, Locust coming in. Run! Run, Marauders! No! 2 Marauders die. You can't afford to lose 2 Marauders like that. You got to pick those guys up immediately. That's what I said earlier, remember? That's what I said earlier. Is you got to pick up things that are under attack like instantly, or you're just in so much stinking trouble. Some Vipers here. I'm not sure. Maybe Blinding Cloud is what you're working on, ATOY. I don't know. Trying to kill Overlords that are flying around here as TdD. I mean, that's fine, I suppose. But I do like the aggression that he's showing. Nidus Worm. ATOY tried to pop up a Nidus Worm right where the army of TdD was. It did not work out. Surprise. Didn't work out. The army killed it as soon as it popped. But anyway, weird decision making. Swarm hosts. Gonna put an assault on this final mining base for TdD. Can he get that thing? 1 swarm host dies. Is that the first swarm host to die? Oh, the Locusts do spawn and take out so many more Marauders. Yep, only 1 swarm host has died so far. ATOY has done a great job babysitting those things. Mules dying, SCVs dying, a Locust chasing them down. It is Night of the Living Locust. 1 mule gets out of there as well as 3 SCVs. There are 4 workers remaining in this game. Does that mule count as an SCV? Or are there more SCVs than I thought? Yeah, there are 4 SCVs. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there is an SCV mining here in the main base. 2 of them, actually. So there's some mining going on from TdD inside the main, which is very fun. ATOY just getting his army right now. He's up to 10 swarm hosts, 12 Hydras, 2 Vipers, and 6 Lings. Against TdD's very meager army of a Marauder, 15 Marines, and a Liberator. Locusts again throwing down their Swarm hosts, throwing down their Locusts, going after the Marines. Don't fight them! No! Oh, that hurt. That hurt. It's 41 to 106 total supply. The Locusts are burning down these barracks on the low ground outside the natural base of TdD. And that one, they didn't quite get that 3rd hatch, but it is going to burn down. I don't think TdD has the resources to spare to repair it. Although he is sending some SCVs over. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Maybe he needs to save that barracks because it's his only one. Nah, he's got 6 other ones. Dude, I don't know if that was a correct decision, but either way, ATOY attempting to replant his 4th base up in the top left. Top left just above his 3rd, which has been happily mining for quite a while now. Nobody has ever really, even really seriously threatened it to this point. TdD has not been able to get in there. Not been able to get in there and do much damage whatsoever. TdD's knocking down these rocks. I'm not sure exactly what the purpose of that is. Also, Marines. Marauders were such a better choice here. Marines are not good against anything that we're seeing out of ATOY. Nidus Worm does manage to erupt inside the main base of TdD. And here come the Swarm Hosts. Surprise! That's what it is. Swarm Host. Popping their Locusts and going back home. Taking out the armory. Taking out supply depots. Taking out starports. Man, Locusts are just building destruction machines. Building destroying machines. Building destroying machines. Engineering bay out. Marauder rallying right past them, ends up dead as well. More supply depots. Not burning, though. Didn't manage to get those, but man, super dead effective. Dead effective here. All right, Vipers, what are you doing? Abduct, maybe? Abduct on the Medivacs? Blinding Cloud, maybe? It's just TdD's moving too much for Blinding Cloud to really work. The stutter step action here is really good, again, by TdD. I think that's his best category, or his best thing, and that's it. TdD, tired of microing, leaves the game, and ATOY is victorious here at the 25-second mark. Woo! All right. So that was pretty good. I was interested to see how Swarm Hosts worked in a ZVT. I mean, yes, at the mid-rank madness level, but still seeing how they worked, and I think they worked pretty well, pretty darn well. 2 orbital commands died in a command center as well. I mean, a lot of buildings, 148 lings, 53 SCVs killed in this game. ATOY lost quite a bit as well, though. He lost 6 hatcheries. TdD did a good job trying to keep the Zerg player in check, but in the end, he just didn't have an answer for those Swarm Hosts. I almost feel like maybe Banshee. I would say Banshee, except there were a lot of Hydras out from ATOY. Tanks, probably. Honestly, just getting some tanks to augment here, shelling the Swarm Host from a distance, then picking up and running when the Locusts came, and just abusing that mobility to attack. When the Swarm Hosts show up again, just move, attack something else. And it would take a lot of APM, but I think he could have pulled it off. Either way, that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of Mid-Rank Madness. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, KN, Matt Meermans, Hakon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Garlow, Alexander Canaras, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bo Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.